leader at quarterback. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Chiefs and the Chargers, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC match. Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get what he has and how the game flows through him. If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Peters. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as
contract time.
2nd and 15. He finds his man, complete. It's Peters. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll look to throw again. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Peters. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. The Chiefs had 6 and 9 to start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, In this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Second and 2. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Now back to throw. Caught on a slant, and in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Right after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On first down, it's Barker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 12 carries, 63 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance, as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if
that,
I'm not mistaken.
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
2nd and 3. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
But kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
They'll run on first down. It's Peters. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 2nd and 5. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Freeman. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Up the middle they go. It's Peters. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Stewart.
Down inside the 10.
But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
On 1st down, Peters. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Barker.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. On third down, Harmon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Barker.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers have cut it back within a score.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense.
As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll set up a throw and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete to Stewart, right side.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
2nd and 4. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Chargers. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half 5-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here. This is caught by Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run on first down. It's Barker. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas.
And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in, going option right. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Peters. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Wide open receiver complete.
And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Catch made right side by Wilson. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his big tight end here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd and 1. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Barker. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. On third down, it's Harmon.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now a toss. Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. There he goes right side. The 30. 10. 5. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They go play action here on first down. Thomas brings it in. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Now, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll look to throw here.
Oh, he still makes the catch, even though it was tipped at the line.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Well, this is one of those plays where your instincts actually go against you. You really need to try and knock that down, but it happens so fast, partner.
Yeah, you see the ball in the air, maybe even though you're behind the line, you just think, I need to catch this and try to make a play.
Yeah, what you really need to do, knock it to the ground and just go ahead and go to the next down because now you're probably going to lose yardage.
He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a handoff up the middle. Peters. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, it's Peters. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Peters. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
So the Chargers now down on the scoreboard. 1:54 on the clock. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Pass complete. Thomas.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City.
Well, if you step back and win defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Chiefs,
they moved to 7-9 on the year with the win.